Hey guys, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how there's another domestic violence situation um out after dark in the wee hours, partying too much. Things go, completely left. Gangsta niggas, rap niggas, R&B. I got the vibe niggas. I don't know. I think for me, of course, what happened to Megan, and any woman that's going through um, domestic violence, or person, I should say, because it's not just women, but any person who's going through domestic violence, my heart goes out to that and them. It's not what someone is looking for or is expecting. It's not fair, and it darn sure ain't comfortable. And to have somebody shoot out warning shots on a pop star at that, you know, um, it just really shows. It just really shows a lot of stuff. But I have some questions, and this is just like things that came to my mind. I'm not gonna be long on this video because I'm trying to work on keeping these shorter. And if you see my other videos, you know that they're longer. Um, but I'm trying to just stick to this one topic. So work with me. My question is this: why do people, because there was another, now not talking about Megan's story so much, but there was another actress, little white girl. I forgot her name, but I like her in some of the movies that I've seen her in. I happen to be watching TMZ, and she was in a year and a half long relationship or something like that. And the guy that she's with, he has felony. Like, he's straight up felon with the abuse charges that are set against him. And he supposedly like abused his father and stuff like that. Like, he's just flat out felony, period. But she was talking about how she wanted to, tell, she's finally ready to tell people and hope that it stops happening. And I started thinking to myself, like, I know why people keep, uh, like telling their story, you know, um, but I don't know if it's really working, you know? And that's just like, I'm just, because these glasses I have a reflection is getting on my nerves. Um, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that continuing to tell these stories are helpful. I think that no one's listening. Only thing that people are listening to is the stuff that does not make absolutely no sense. Okay, that's it. Whether you're getting a fake butt, you're becoming a hoe, you're, I mean, I think that's pretty awful, all of those things. You're getting lip injections, you're getting Botox when you're black, and everybody knows black don't really crack, but still they feel like that's the way to go. Hashtag Hollywood, evil wood, whatever you want to call it. But I'm thinking to myself, like, why people, like, nobody's listening to the message. Hey, if a person shows you these signs, pull out. Hey, I'm letting you know that you're a survivor, you made it through, but understand that that man or that person is not going to change. And if they do, they're going to change for someone else or whatever the case is, but they're not changing for you. I don't feel like people are really being straight up and real about their situations, and to really educate people, majority I think of being women, on how to stay away from these partners who are abusing them. And then on top, it's like I find it more like they're being more therapeutic to themselves. It's like speaking about it is more of a release for themselves, in hopes that, hey, someone hears my story and gets inspired and says, you know what, today's the day I'm going to change. and whatever the case is, and that's a wonderful thing. But at the same time too, it's like there's so many of them and people falling into this sort of mindset that's like, I don't want to listen to shit unless it's stupid mindset. That's what I'm calling it. I don't want to listen to shit unless it's stupid mindset. And I really can't. I mean, like, if you're really like understanding me right now, because I'm trying to work on being more clear with my thoughts and being very like specific. But I mean, I hope that you get it. It's like no one's listening. People, of course, there's going to be people going through those bad trials and tribulations and things like that, and they're going to speak about it. And there's nothing wrong with inspirational speaking. But where is the action to me? Why are you in a year-long relationship with someone who's abusing you and stuff? What, did you not feel like you could hit them back? Did you not feel like you can call 911? Oh, when you made the 911 calls, it was going unreported until some odd time, case up later. Thank God you're alive. You know, amen, for being alive. But I'm thinking to myself, like, I can't be with someone who's abusing me. I'm a little person. If I was dating a guy and he was, he called, I take it back. I had a boyfriend and he knows exactly who he is. I had a boyfriend get upset with me one time, and he had flung me. I mean, literally, like, kind of like flung me. Now, we were teenagers, okay, when this happened. He flung me on the couch. I remember looking, and I sat up. He walked away, and I thought, did this nigga just fling me? Yes, he did. I sat there. I was in his house, okay, when I tell you that I went to find either a bat or a pan. And when I got up near him, I started swinging. Now, I kept missing because he had a good aim. But when he finally took the weapon away from me, I got my hand in and slapped the mess out of him. He was already a dark boy, and I made his ass turn purple. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And stuff. And I let him know, if you ever sit there and put your hands on me again, I will do worse. Now, it's not to say that as an adult, those are the ways that you're supposed to handle things all the time, but I'm sorry, if a big man finds it so easy to put his hands on a little person or a woman who he knows he can overpower, well, I guess, last time I checked, fighting ain't got no rules, okay? We taking this to the streets. Oh, okay? You want to sit up there and run up on me? Depending on how bad he sat there and beat me the first time, and I would only there's little signs. Let me not say this. There are little signs that show, I believe, that he's kind of on this track, okay, or that he ain't no good, or that he's sneaky. Women have to learn how to start trusting themselves, stop being so damn desperate, or feeling like this is the only person out there, or like, I don't know, whatever be going through your mind. It's like, tell yourself and keep yourself level headed at all times. If you need to take vitamin D, okay, fuck that vitamin D. Take that vitamin D so that way you make sure that you are, in tuned and regulated. You peep the signs so that way you can get out beforehand. And if he just so happens to catch you off guard or something like that, then based on how bad it was, depends on how extreme your measures should be. That's my opinion, and I'm just giving it. If a man sat there and thought he pushed me, I would sit up there and be like, I probably hit him. I no lie. You know what? If he pushed me the one time, I probably, because I don't tolerate no putting hands on me. Like, don't push me. Don't do none of that. If you should only be touching me with sweet gentleness. Otherwise, you don't touch me. So, I probably hit back, or, probably, the first time I probably give a warning like, hey, don't, I'm not the pushing playing type, Even when me and my boyfriend wrestle now and we'll be having our fun, it took me a long time not to like tap out on him, because we be sitting there wrestling next to me, I'd be like, so I'll probably give a warning, but But if he sat there, like maybe he was mad, or maybe one day you saw him and he started drinking or something, or maybe he came in the house and he was upset from work and he's like yelling at you, and then next thing you know, he's like, like getting like really like at you, and maybe you're not knowing that he's gonna hit you or something, so you're arguing back until he gets tired of you, and then he just says, boom. In that moment, women, you are supposed to, I'm giving you guidelines here. Act like it caught you off guard, because it did. Be hurt about it, because you are. Call 911, and if you can't do that, then I would immediately go and make him some food. And then I would immediately take that hot pan and beat the shit out of him with that hot pan. Okay? So that way we'll both be scarred from this situation. And when he at work, I don't know why y'all ain't left. When he at work, deuces, or shoot, restraining order, because we're not even about to play this game. That's the problem, is that these men keep being allowed to overstep and cross boundaries when they shouldn't. They keep being in positions where they got so many hoes and easy trollops after them, or desperate women who are willing to accept whatever this guy is throwing at them, whether it's abuse, this, that, or the third. It could be, just because he got money, or just because he's, most of the time, is money or good looks. That's normal, and depending on the type of woman you get, they're willing to accept the man who lives at home with his parents, doesn't pay bills, lives, on the floor, and they don't have any type of, like grounding substance to him to say, hey, this is probably not the best thing, and he's probably not the guy for you. And there's like literally a million other fish in the sea, and although it's not easy right now, you have to change your mindset so that way you can be ready for the guy who does come. Because if you keep your mindset at this desperate level, at this cheap level, at the selling yourself short level, you're going to continue to accept this kind of shit, and he's going to continue to do this kind of stuff to the best of women and to the worst of women, breaking these people down. Okay? So it's not, I would say, that, yeah, these men are crummy and stuff, but I'm sorry. I feel like it's ultimately up to these women. I'm tired of hearing these inspirational speeches, and yet women are still going through the same damn thing. It's like nobody's getting a clue. Good for the release for yourself to give the inspirational speech and get it off your chest and get that closure that you needed. But where are the true steps in saying and building up a woman, whether you're a black woman, a white woman, or whoever woman, building up the steps as a woman to say, I don't deserve this, I'm not going to take it, and I'm not going to even allow myself in this position. And I'm not talking about the woman who was with the guy, and she married him and he had this whole double life secret stuff. That's not your fault that you got duped like that. Okay, that's and then none of it is your fault. But what I'm saying is maybe you can prevent some of it if you caught the signs, or if you dealt and handled things a little differently to protect yourself and put yourself on a higher standard level. Because there's no way I can handle a year of a man beating my behind. I can't take it. I can't take it, And I just want us, like, women to be stronger. I mean, shit, we got all these feminists out here and all this crap going on, and it's like everybody's talking. I'm even talking. But, I mean, it's the people who have to show that they're worthy of the results of talking. Otherwise, these are just some worthless programs. Seriously. Because feminists, I'm not even a feminist, but doggone it. Make the program be for something. So anyways, let's see. I can't see. Did I go over my time? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not too bad. It's only 15 minutes. Well, 14 minutes. I just want us women to be stronger and stuff. It's really unfortunate about what happened to Megan. And funny enough, I actually don't see Megan whining about it. I just see her, kind of like telling her story. And she's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm healing. But, hashtag life of a hood nigga. So, and a hood nigga is nothing but somebody who may or may not have morals, values, or the determination to be better than what they are. It's just a person who's out to get what they can get, however they can get it. So, you're really taking a gamble when you date them. Just saying. I like a safe nigga, okay? I like a safe man. I don't even like a nigga. I like a man. I like a safe man, okay? Now, when we need to go down and pull up and stuff, he got my back. He's man enough to do that. But at the end of the day, we are peaceful. Kumbaya. Kumbaya. If anybody gonna be crazy, it's gonna be me. And it's not in the bad ghetto ways unnecessarily, okay? I'm gonna have my man's back. Period. You know, I'll be crazy for my kids, okay? You know, but peace. Ladies should want peace and let go of the stupidity, especially as younger, you know, like us young ladies. Old ladies, I don't know what to tell the old ladies. Because, I mean, they've lived, they've seen, they've gone at different times, you know. But young ladies, you got to stop. You got to stop. And there really needs to be some type of worthiness put into these systems. So anyways, I'm done. That's all I want to talk about. Like I said, it was about a little bit about Megan, but it's really about bringing more light to these other situations that we're really not talking about and that I would love to hear more about personally. So if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. Be sure to like the video. Give me a subscribe. And until next time, I will be posting several videos all the time. It's pandemic. Ooh, which actually, speaking of pandemic, brings me to my next video. So I'll catch you soon.